Southeast Asia is home to many rivers, lakes, and oceans in all across the region. With its crucial significance of the water in our daily lives, there is even a saying, if there is a magic in this planet, it must be contained in the water. The presence of water in Southeast Asia is vital in the daily life, as water is used for irrigation, electricity, and even for cultural and religious purposes, starting from purifying ceremonies to sacred water rituals. But the water itself can also bring nightmares in the form of natural disasters. And perhaps the paradox of water as a life-giving force and a deadly one is what started all the myth of water in Southeast Asia. In Telaga Biru, hundreds of people come here to cure their illnesses and to make themselves look even more youthful by washing their faces in this water. But that's not the only myth happening in Southeast Asia, because in fact, there are a lot of myths involving water that are so common in Southeast Asia. So, why is that? To answer the question, we first need to talk about the common myth in Southeast Asia. Aside from the elixir of life, most of the myth of water in Southeast Asia is associated with the presence of mythical or spiritual creatures. For example, the Loy Krathong festival in Thailand is celebrated as a form of gratitude to the water goddess, Mai Kongka, as they send baskets down to the river or lake. While in Indonesia, there is a sacred ritual to pay respect to Nyi Roro Kidul, who is believed to be the queen of Java's southern sea. But among these endless myths is a prominent spiritual creature that connects all of Southeast Asia, the Naga. Perceived as a divine creature, Naga or dragon is portrayed as a wise and benevolent spirit protecting ancient kingdoms. Payanaga is a creature that is believed to live in the Mekong River that flows from Thailand to Laos. According to a popular legend, the river was said to be created by two Naga kings slithering through the area, thus creating the Mekong and the nearby Nan River. Stories of Naga also have existed in the Khmer society of Cambodia, when the first Malay kingdom, Funan, was established. It is believed that an Indian prince married a Naga princess and thus became the ancestors of the Khmer people.
In Vietnam, it was the Naga and the fairy princess who started the whole civilization or the people of Vietnam. And even in Malaysia, or rather at that time, the very ancient kingdoms of Patani, of Langkasuka, and of the Mak Yong tradition, the Naga is actually very close to the people. It is very beautiful to see the way a creature of the sea connects all our people together. We identify with the creature of the sea.
Historically speaking, the story of Naga began to appear in India in the 1st century before the birth of Christ, with the earliest literary source coming from Mahabharata.
Mahabharata adalah kitab ya, salah satu kitab di India, kitab agama Hindu ya. Dan kita tahu bahwa agama Hindu itu menyebar dari India bahkan abad ke-5 Masehi ya, bahkan jauh sebelum abad ke-5 Masehi udah menyebar ke Indonesia, sehingga timbullah kerajaan-kerajaan kuno ya, seperti kerajaan Salakanagara, lalu kerajaan Tarumanagara, itu bercorak Hindu. Itu artinya apa? Bahwa pengaruh budaya India di Indonesia itu sangat panjang, sangat kuat, dan otomatis juga cerita-cerita tentang naga pun diadopsi menjadi bagian dari kepercayaan kita atau kebudayaan kita. Gitu.
Two of the most powerful kingdoms were Sriwijaya and Majapahit, with a strong army and significant maritime power. It also plays an important role as a crossroad that influences the Southeast Asia's histories of trade, migration, literature, and religion. Thus, the story of Naga was present in those kingdoms, symbolizing prosperity, power, and fertility due to the important role of the maritime geopolitics in the region. With that being said, perhaps this myth represents the narratives about Southeast Asia's collective memories and journeys of the past glory.
I suppose the idea of a Naga is a superior being of beauty, of wisdom, and of, I'm not sure, longevity, but this is our ideation of a strong being from Nusantara.
Air itu buat sebagian besar manusia Asia Tenggara itu sesuatu yang sangat suci ya, satu yang sakral. Supaya apa ya? Ya itu sumber air itu dijaga oleh makhluk-makhluk itu supaya orang menggunakannya dengan sebaik-baik mungkin. Dihormatilah seperti itu, tidak sembarangan, tidak mengotori gitu.
After all, the myth of water reminds us of our collective power and shared memories to unite the Southeast Asians together. But as we continue to reminisce these stories, one question remains. Could we restore and unleash the great maritime power of Naga from our past glory?
In the end, myth is more than just folklore or past stories. It is the key to uncover our buried history and identity as one big community of Southeast Asia.
Adelia Dinda and Dipta Diwiguna for See Today.